What's up guys, as you guys can tell from the title of this video, we are going to be going over how to get all of the new legendaries from the Bloody Harvest raid. So everybody has been referring this as a raid, so that's how I'm going to be referring to it as well. So if you guys have any other questions, just drop them in the comments and I will answer them. So obviously if you guys have not done this yet or don't know anything about it and you're a little late to the party, all you got to do is go up to the area where the mayhem stuff is and you should find a dinosaur named Maurice. So after you talk to him the first time, he is going to obviously give you a mission. It's like a little side mission. I don't know if you have to complete the story. I'm pretty sure you do though, or it's at least beneficiary, because when you're level 50 you'll get the weapons at the highest level you can. But as you guys can tell, you get a quest and basically it tells you to go find a ghost. So there are some very good areas to find ghost. I'm going to show you the best one and I'm going to tell you why it's the best and give you a little bit more explaining. But when you do it the first time it'll say go find a ghost, but if you do it multiple times it'll say go get 25 hectoplasm. So obviously here I'm going to show you where to go to the best spot. It's on Eden 6, it's in the Voracious Canopy, and you want to go ahead and fast travel there, and I will see you when we are actually on the ground. Alrighty, so after you get into the Voracious Canopy, you will go ahead and spawn exactly where I do. So what you guys want to do is follow the path I take in this video. I'm going to go ahead and show you the whole path all the way there, because a few people have complained in the comments about how I never show where to go, and they don't really, they get lost and they just have tons of comments that I have to answer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the path to get exactly where I'm going to show you this farm at. And while we're walking there, I wanted to go ahead and say, DPJ in his recent video said that a lot of people aren't giving credit where credit's due. So sometimes I upload videos that I get ideas or I notice something and I start to make a video about it, and I enjoy making videos, so I still make the content even if somebody else uploads it, because some people come to my videos to watch and know how to do stuff. So when I do upload and I don't credit, it's not because I'm purposefully not giving credit where credit's due. It's that I either don't know or I don't believe they deserve the credit. If somebody uploads a video and they rip it off from somebody and they demand credit for it, even though they got it from a different source, it doesn't make any sense in my mind. And I've had a few of my videos ripped off and people not give me credit, so people can just deal with it at this point. But yeah, as you guys can see in this video, we are going ahead and running all the way in here to the cargo hold. So if you guys know, and if you watched this video, then you are going to know that these little dinosaurs are the kind of guys that we're going to be farming. So the first time you do this quest, you'll just have to kill a ghost and then collect 25 hectoplasm when you see it. But the reason this is the best area to get them is because there are tons and tons of dinosaurs that jump down here, and they just keep spawning for a while, and each one of them, like a group of 5 jumps down with them. So mostly you'll get tons and tons of hectoplasm easily, very quickly. You just want to make sure you're killing the ghosts. And the reason this is also a really good farm is after you're done killing all these people, if you don't have the hectoplasm, the good thing is you won't have to run all the way back here, because there's a respawn station that I'll show you in a second. And also the reason this is such a good farm is when you are doing this, there is a great chance for loot skulls to pop out. And if you don't know what a loot skull is, well, it's the best rarity of these little ghosts that pop out of the enemies, and they have a chance to drop every single legendary that you can get from this Bloody Harvest event. And I'm going to show you guys where the little spawn station is here. As you can see, no more dinos are spawning. So I'm going to show you the little thing real quick, and then I'm going to show you, when I come back in, the farmability of this spot in the absolute greatest way to get hectoplasm. Alrighty, so after you guys save and quit and you come back in, you will obviously spawn right at where I told you, and you might be wondering where the dinos are at. And what you actually have to do is you have to jump down in between the 2 columns over here and get the little proc that says cargo hold. So I was showing you that you can't just jump around, loop back up, and do whatever. You have to actually get the proc that says cargo hold, and I do recommend having grenades for this. Obviously the hex grenade, recurring hex, or the merv hex are great for this, because it absolutely destroys these dinos. So once you come in and you spawn here, you will see the first time I did it, I got a little less than half of what I needed to actually be done. And then the second time around, I go ahead and I get all of the hectoplasm that I actually need for this, which is absolutely insane. Definitely the quickest way to get hectoplasm that I've found so far. So I hope you guys appreciate that. So if you guys have been trying to run through Captain Haunt as many times as possible, then you obviously want to do this to get the most hectoplasm. So also the reason I told you to farm this is because obviously you get loot ghosts. So a lot of people are going to ask how many loot ghosts per minute, how many loot ghosts per run. Every 3 I have gotten a loot ghost. Every 3 times I've done it, I've gotten 1 loot ghost. So that's a pretty good radius, especially if you're just farming here for hectoplasm, because obviously it's better to go through the rest of this video anyway. So just stick around until the next clip. So like I said, every 3 times I've seemed to get in the loot ghost. So the first 2 times I did this, I didn't get one. So I went ahead and jumped back in, and as you can see, I killed one. And the great thing about loot ghosts are they are guaranteed to drop a weapon with terror effect, and that's the new effect that the Bloody Harvest actually added, and they all have the loot pool of every single weapon that you can get from the Bloody Harvest event. So a lot of people are set out on farming the loot ghost. As you can see here, I got a Fearmonger, which is the new shotgun, but a lot of people are set out on farming loot ghosts. But in my opinion, I've gotten a lot more from doing the run that I'm about to show you in the rest of this video. So I would highly suggest you stick around to see if you want more weapons per the time that you're doing this. So obviously you can do this, and when you are farming for the hectoplasm, you can get a loot ghost or 2, and that gives you more chance to get what you want. But stick around and you will see the rest. Alrighty, so as you guys can see here, once you go ahead and get all your hectoplasm, you want to go back to Sanctuary, talk to Maurice, and he's going to open the portal to get to the heck hole. So once you get in here, you are just going to want to follow the path that I do, and do exactly what I do throughout this video. So a lot of people say that farming loot ghosts is definitely the best way to get all of the new legendaries, but I actually disagree, because every time I make one of these runs, every 2 runs, so 1 to 2 runs, I get legendaries from 4 different spots. So I've gotten tons more legendaries here than killing the loot ghosts. So because the loot ghosts do have a bigger loot pool, and they can drop all of the legendaries, but not all the time that you're killing them are you getting the legendaries. And as well, even if you are getting them, which is very unlikely because they only spawn once every few hundred enemies you kill. I've killed so many enemies and not getting loot skulls, so I would just tell you guys this is the best way. So obviously this background clip is sped up a little bit just because I didn't want to waste your guys' time, but I would highly recommend killing all of the people who have the auras of ghost around here in this first lot. So as you guys can see, when I come into this room and you want to kill all the racks, it's going to be slowed down here a little bit just to show you exactly what you guys want to do, because this is where you're going to be getting 2 to 3 legendaries. So I've done this multiple times, and most of the time I get very good luck with all the enemies in this room and the chests that you will be opening. So if you guys have not played through this and seen what I'm about to talk about, obviously I'm talking about the skull puzzle. So when you come in there, you will see 4 skulls, obviously blue, green, yellow, and pink, and these skulls are very meticulously placed because it's a puzzle. So as you run into this room, you will see the first pumpkin that corresponds to the first color that you need to pull, which mine was orange. And you can go back and pull them singly, but I just remember all 4 and then go pull it. So the second pumpkin's right there, and it's orange, and the third pumpkin is green, and then the last pumpkin is blue. So as you can recall, it's orange, orange, green, blue, and as you can see, I pull them in that order. You want to make sure to not accidentally click on the other ones. They do have little use symbols when you are looking at the skull, and then you just need to turn around and it will show you this little spot. So I shoot these and I go ahead and open the containers here because I wanted to show you this is a very okay way to get money as well. A lot of people were telling me this is a really good money farm. You go through and open all the containers, but obviously this is what you're here for, the red chest and the white chest. So when I crack the white chest, I actually get really unlucky and I get purples. This is like the first time that I ever got purples, but since I want to put this video out early, I go ahead and just show you guys that the chests are here. And obviously the white chest has a very low chance to get legendaries, but oftentimes that red chest really gives out legendaries like it's candy. And as you run through the bottom here, there are loot ghost chance spawns all the way throughout this little hideaway place, so obviously you want to go through there. But then, as you can see, when you get to Captain Haunt, this is the place that you're going to get the most legendaries. I don't know if it's absolutely guaranteed a legendary per drop, but I've killed him a plethora of times, and I've not gotten a legendary, if that makes sense. I've always gotten at least one, even if it's not one of the new ones. I've definitely got a legendary with the terror effect. So for everybody who's wondering, the images are going to pop up here on the screen. The new weapons and grenades and shields, I don't have all of them, but I have the Fearmonger, which should be on screen right now. It's a shotgun, and it's really good. I use it almost every day, and I have different variants of it, so it's really cool. Also, the Stalker, it's a sniper rifle. It is also a beast, probably the best sniper after the Lyuda, and it's just insane. So yeah, that's the Stalker. The shield that you can get, the Scream of Terror, it's pretty good for a little bit of crowd control, considering that its effect is it lets off a scream of terror, and yeah, I think that's really good as well. So obviously, as you guys can tell here, I don't have all of them, but I do have quite a bit of them. I've been farming for maybe a few days, and I wanted to put this video out to let people know that even if you're late to a raid or a new event, it's always possible to find a good place to farm. And if you guys want to get this stuff, then it's easy to grind out. Obviously, if you guys want the best chance of getting all the stuff, you want to run with a party of 4 on cooperation, so you guys get all different drops. So if one person gets the Stalker and one person gets the Fearmonger, then obviously you guys are just able to swap out and duplicate it. If you guys need a duplication video, you can just search it up. There's tons and tons of them. I'm not going to get accused of stealing someone's video there, so you guys can just go find somebody's. So I hope this helped. Please like, comment, subscribe if it did. Turn on post notifications so you can see every time I upload. And yeah, happy farming.